Your heart has been restless, searching for answers, longing for change. You've felt the weight of circumstances, and at times, you wondered if you would ever see a new dawn in the midst of the storm. Today, I tell you, the moment has arrived. It's no coincidence that your steps have brought you here. This is the beginning of something greater, a transformative journey that, although you may not yet see clearly, is already prepared for you. I have been walking with you, even in the moments when you thought you were alone. Now, I call you to a new level of faith and trust, because what I have reserved for you is bigger than you can imagine. Do not fear the unknown, for I am the one who makes a way where there is none. Every challenge you've faced has brought you to this point. Every tear, every cry has been gathered and transformed into the seed of something glorious that is about to bloom. All you need to do now is take the next step with the certainty that I am with you. This is your new journey, and you will not walk alone. Keep your heart open, for what is coming will be a living testimony of my power in your life. The time for doubt has passed. Today I call you to move forward with courage, because the miracle you've been waiting for is at the door. Open your heart, because heaven has already begun to move in your favor. This is the call you've been waiting for, the call to your new journey. You've cried out in silence, in the midst of long nights and moments when it seemed like there was no way out. At times you wondered if I was listening. Today I tell you, I have heard every word, even those you couldn't express with your lips. The cry of your heart has reached my throne, and I have not ignored it. Every prayer, every whisper, every tear was an offering that rose like incense before my presence. And though the waiting time has been long, it has not been in vain. I have been working on the details, on the small aspects that you couldn't see. I have been preparing the ground, moving the pieces you need for the miracle you've longed for to manifest at the perfect time. I have not forgotten any of the promises I made to you. My love for you is eternal, and my faithfulness unquestionable. Even when your strength seemed to fade, I was sustaining your soul. Every cry has been part of the plan I have for you. Today, I want you to know that your cry has been heard and answered. You need not fear anymore, for the doors that were closed are beginning to open. Heaven is moving, and your blessing is on the way. This is the time to lift your eyes and trust, because I am working in your favor. You've waited, sometimes with patience, and other times with desperation. The seasons changed, but it seemed like your miracle wasn't coming. However, today I tell you that the waiting time has not been in vain. Every moment of uncertainty, every instance of frustration, was part of a greater work that I was carrying out. Sometimes, it's in the waiting where I forge the strongest hearts, where I prepare souls to receive what is truly valuable. Do not mistake silence for inaction. While you waited, I was working in the depths, not just in the circumstances around you, but also within you. I have been strengthening your faith, expanding your vision, and preparing you to receive a blessing that will exceed your expectations. Sometimes the purest gold is the one that has gone through the fire of testing, and you, my beloved, have been refined by the waiting. Now, the waiting time is coming to an end. What I have prepared for you is closer than you think. Stand firm, because the reward is on its way. Trust that everything you've gone through was not in vain. Soon you will see how everything makes sense, and the miracle you longed for will manifest with glory. When everything seems uncertain, when the winds of doubt blow hard in your life, remember that my promises are unshakable. Just as mountains are not easily moved, so is my word. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and what I promised you in the depths of your being will be fulfilled. No circumstance or earthly power can change the purpose I have established for you. Every promise I have spoken over your life is sealed in eternity, and no power can revoke it. When the world destabilizes you, when the waves of uncertainty pull you down, hold on to my promises that are like a firm rock. I have never left you, not for a single moment. Just as the sun rises every morning, my faithfulness to you renews each day. What I have promised, I will fulfill, because I do not fail to keep my word. Do not doubt anymore, because what I have prepared for you is more solid than any earthly foundation. Believe in me, trust in me, for my faithfulness is unbreakable, and I will never fail you. It is time to anchor your faith in the rock of my promises. The time of instability is coming to an end, and what seemed distant is about to manifest. Remain firm in what I have spoken, because my word is true, and soon you will see the fulfillment of everything I have spoken over your life. My promise is your anchor in the storm. You've gotten used to expecting the extraordinary to come someday in the distant future. But today I tell you, the miracle you're waiting for is not just for the future, it's for now. The time of my moving in your life is not something far off that you have to reach. It's a present that has already begun. Many times in your pursuit of tomorrow, you've overlooked what I'm doing right now. Today, open your spiritual eyes, for I am working in the midst of your daily life, bringing to existence the blessings you've longed for. Stop thinking that the best is reserved only for later. I am the God of the present. Just as I created the world in an instant, I am also creating changes around you in this moment. The miracle has already begun to take shape, and although you may not fully perceive it yet, it is already manifesting. This is the time to believe that what I have spoken for you is not only a promise for tomorrow, but a reality that is unfolding today. Do not postpone your faith, because what you've longed for is already in motion. Your miracle is now. Do not be distracted by the illusion of time. I am the God who moves mountains in an instant, and this instant is for you. Today is the day when heaven and earth unite in your favor. Raise your expectations, for what you've longed for is on its way, not in the distant future, but now, in this very moment. Do not underestimate the power your faith has had throughout this process. Even when your steps were small and sometimes uncertain, each of them has been preparing the way for your miracle. Your faith has been the bridge between what you long for and what I am bringing into your life. In every moment of doubt, in every prayer offered in the midst of pain, you have been paving the path for my power to manifest. It is not in vain that you have believed, even when circumstances seemed contrary. Your faith is like a seed that has been planted in fertile soil. Even though you couldn't see the growth, something was happening beneath the surface. Your faith has moved the heavens, and angels have been tirelessly working in response to your trust. It has not been in vain, everything you've believed for, because what seemed like a small spark of faith has ignited a fire in the spiritual realms. Every prayer, every act of believing against all odds has been one more step toward the fulfillment of what you've been waiting for. Today I tell you, the path is ready. Your faith has prepared it, and now it's time to walk in the manifestation of your miracle. The waiting time has come to an end, and every step of faith you've taken has been an offering that now returns to you in the form of a blessing. What you believed is about to be seen. Do not underestimate the power of the faith you've held throughout this process, because it has opened the doors of heaven in your favor. Often you seek grand signs, spectacular signs, to confirm what I have already promised you. However, the signs of my work have always been before your eyes. In every small detail, in every apparent coincidence, in every breath you take, I have been showing you my hand. You don't need to look far or wait for something spectacular to know that I am working in your life. The gentleness of my presence has accompanied you in the ordinary, in the small things that you may have overlooked. The sunrise, the smile of a loved one, the moment when you found peace in the midst of the storm. All these were signs of my constant love for you. The problem has not been the lack of signs, but the focus of your eyes. Today, I invite you to open your heart and see with new eyes. The signs you've been searching for are already here. They have been placed as beacons guiding you toward the miracle. I have not left you without guidance. Every step has been accompanied by my light, even when you couldn't see it. Today, I reveal to you that the signs have not ceased, and they continue to mark the path you are to walk. The answers you've been waiting for are already present in your life. Don't look for them in the distance, for you've already seen them. You've already lived them. My signs accompany you day by day, and each one points to the imminent arrival of what I have promised you. There were moments when you felt the walls closing in around you. Every door seemed closed, and hope was slipping away before your eyes. But even in those moments of deepest darkness, I was already working. When you didn't see any way out, when your strength was at its limit, my hand continued to move in hidden places, preparing the way you could not even imagine. I am the God of hidden paths, of unexpected ways out, and I have never left you without an answer. Your perception was limited by the circumstances, but my work does not depend on what you see. Even in the moments when everything seemed lost, I was already preparing the solution, arranging the pieces of a puzzle that you will soon understand. Every obstacle was part of the plan, not to defeat you, but to take you to a higher level of faith and dependence on me. I have never left you alone, and although you didn't see the way out at the time, today I tell you that that way out is ready for you. It's time to look ahead with a new perspective. I have been working even when you couldn't feel it, even when everything seemed against you. Don't fear anymore, because the way out is here, and the solution you've been seeking has already been manifested. Trust that I am always working, even in the darkest moments. Nothing escapes my control. For a long time, you've been knocking on the same door, hoping it would open. With every attempt, frustration grew, and at times, you wondered if that door would remain closed forever. Today I tell you that the door that seemed closed is about to open. What once seemed unreachable, what appeared sealed, will be opened before you by my mighty hand. Not by your strength, nor by your own merits, but by my grace and favor, I will open the door you had lost hope of crossing. Sometimes, doors close not to deny you access, but to protect you, or to better prepare you for what lies behind them. Every door has its perfect time, and the door you've been patiently waiting for is about to be released. What once seemed impossible will now be accessible. Trust that my timing is perfect, and although it may seem like you've waited longer than necessary, the moment of opening is near. I am the one who opens and no one shuts. Prepare yourself, because when that door opens, you will step into a new dimension of blessing and purpose. What has been waiting for you behind that door will change your life forever. Don't doubt any longer, because the door that seemed closed is already beginning to move, and very soon you will see the light you've been waiting for on the other side. You've asked yourself over and over why you had to go through so much pain, so much uncertainty. Suffering has marked several chapters of your life, and at times, you felt lost in that pain. Today I tell you that the purpose of your suffering is about to be revealed. What seemed like a senseless trial has been forging in you something that the world cannot destroy. I never allow pain to be in vain. Every tear you shed, every moment of despair, has been building a much larger story than you can imagine. I am the God who gives purpose to everything. Even in suffering, I have been with you, molding your character, strengthening your faith, preparing you for what is to come. What you have gone through has not been punishment, but a process of growth, and now the fruit of that process is about to manifest. Very soon, you will clearly see the why of every battle, of every trial. You will see that everything had a purpose, and that I was using it to take you to a destiny of greater glory. Suffering is not eternal, but the lessons you've learned in the midst of it will stay with you forever. Soon, the revelation will come, and you will see how everything has been part of a divine plan. The pain you felt will be transformed into testimony, and those who see you will know that I am the God who turns ashes into beauty. You faced challenges that seemed impossible to overcome. The barriers before you were so great that, in your mind, there was no way to get past them. But I am the God who makes the impossible possible. No circumstance is too difficult for me. What is impossible for man is an opportunity for me to show my power. No matter how insurmountable the situation seems to you, my power has no limits, and today I tell you that what seemed impossible will be done in your life. When I look at your situation, I don't see obstacles. I see opportunities to glorify my name through you. Everything you thought was out of reach will now be brought to you by my hand. I am the God who parts the seas, who brings provision from heaven, who resurrects the dead. If I could do all this in the past, what will I not be able to do in your present? Nothing is impossible for me. Your situation is in my hands, and what seemed like an immovable mountain will be leveled. Today I call you to believe with all your heart that nothing is impossible for me. Where man sees a limit, I see a miracle in progress. Your miracle is about to happen, and it will be a testimony that I am still the God who makes the impossible possible. Don't give up now, because you are about to see what you've been waiting for manifest in a way that will defy all human logic. You have often looked around, evaluating the circumstances, and thought that your miracle depended on everything being in your favor. Today I tell you that your miracle does not depend on the circumstances around you. My power is not limited by what you see or by what others think. The physical barriers, the financial impediments, the complicated circumstances, none of that can stop what I have decreed for you. Your miracle comes directly from my hands, and no matter how impossible the situation may seem, I will make sure my promise is fulfilled. Circumstances change, but my word remains faithful. Do not be led by what your natural eyes see, because I am working in the unseen realms. Even though the environment may seem discouraging, my hand is already working in your favor. Nothing can stop the power of my will. The miracle you've been waiting for is not conditioned by what happens around you, but by my love and my faithfulness to you. My power is not limited by the laws of nature or by human expectations. Today, I want you to know that no matter what your circumstances say, your miracle is on the way. It does not depend on external factors, but on my grace. Just as I made a garden bloom in the desert, so I will make your life flourish in the midst of what seems barren. I am the God who turns the improbable into reality, and your situation is no exception. What you see around you may seem small or insufficient. Sometimes appearances deceive you, and you think that there's nothing more than what your eyes perceive. But today, I tell you not to be deceived by what you see. Something greater is yet to come, much bigger than you can imagine. What seems to be a situation without a way out, what looks like a failure or stagnation, is only the prelude to something glorious. Appearances deceive, but my plan is deeper than what your eyes can see. Just as the seed seems small before it sprouts, so too does your current situation seem small compared to what is to come. I have been working behind the scenes. What you see now is only a fraction of what I am doing in your life. The best days are ahead of you, not behind. Don't despair or be misled by the shadows, because the light is about to break, and what is to come will be much greater than you dreamed of. What is coming is not just a solution to your problems. It is a revelation of my glory in your life. It is something greater, something that will not only transform your situation, but also your heart and your perspective. Don't look at the current appearances. Keep your eyes on me, for what I have prepared for you is beyond what you can imagine or comprehend. The best is yet to come, and it will not delay in manifesting. Every time you chose to trust in me, every time you placed your dreams, your anxieties, and your hopes in my hands, you were sowing a seed of faith. Even in the darkest moments, when everything seemed against you, you chose to trust. Today, I tell you that this trust has not been in vain. The trust you've placed in me is being honored, and what you sowed in faith, you will reap in abundance. I am faithful, and I do not dishonor those who trust in me. Your trust has been like a lamp in the darkness, guiding your way to the fulfillment of my promises. I have seen every act of faith, every time you surrendered to my will, even when you didn't understand. Today, that faith is being rewarded. Don't doubt for a moment, because your trust is opening the gates of heaven over you. My honor cannot fail, and what I promised I will fulfill, not only by my word, but also by the trust you have shown in my power. Don't worry anymore, because your trust in me is bearing fruit. I have not forgotten you, and now is the time to see the manifestation of everything you've trusted me for. My hand is at work, and your faith is being honored before heaven and earth. The harvest of your trust will be abundant, and what you've been waiting for will manifest with glory. Throughout all the challenges, when the trials struck hard, there was something you never let go of: your hope. That hope, though small at times, has been like a flame that never went out. Today I tell you that that flame is about to burn brighter than ever before. Your hope has been seen from heaven, and it has been a beacon that illuminated the way for my blessings to reach you. I have been a witness to your perseverance, and the reward for that hope is closer than you imagine. In every moment when you thought about giving up, something inside you kept you firm, believing that I would fulfill what I promised you. That hope was not in vain, because it has been the engine of your faith, and now it's time for that hope to be rewarded. What you've longed for is about to manifest, and your hope will be vindicated. Don't let discouragement extinguish that flame, because I am fanning it with my breath. Your hope will not be disappointed. The reward is coming, and what once seemed distant is now near. Keep believing, keep that flame burning, for it is about to illuminate your path with the glory of what I have prepared for you. The hope you kept alive will now be the flame that guides your victory. You have walked in the midst of shadows, in moments where it seemed the darkness would never lift. Yet, today I reveal to you that the light that breaks the darkness is already shining on you. There is no darkness that can resist my light. The darkness that surrounded you, that tried to suffocate your spirit, is being dispelled by my presence. I am the light of the world, and where my light shines, the shadows cannot remain. Even if you haven't seen it immediately, the light is already breaking through the darkness of your situation. My light not only illuminates the path before you, but also transforms everything it touches. Where there was confusion, there is now clarity. Where there was fear, there is now peace. My light brings restoration and renewal, and that is what is happening in your life right now. Every dark corner is being reached by my light, and everything that has tried to hide or stop you will be exposed and overcome. The darkness no longer has power over you, for my light is shining more strongly than ever. Today I invite you to walk in this light. Do not fear the shadows that once surrounded you, for my light has come and will continue to guide you to victory. Every step you take will be under the radiance of my glory, and the miracle you've longed for will shine brightly, illuminating not only your life but also those around you. The trials you've faced were not in vain. Each of them, though painful and difficult, was preparing and strengthening you for this moment. I have been with you in every trial, guiding you, sustaining you, even when you thought you couldn't continue. Every difficulty was an opportunity for you to grow in faith and character. And now, all that growth will be evident as you receive the miracle I have prepared for you. The trials were like fire that refines gold, and you have come out stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what is to come. Do not think that the pain was pointless. I never allow a trial to be without purpose. What you have learned in the midst of adversity will be your strength in the days to come. You have been strengthened, not only to receive your miracle, but to maintain it, to walk in the fullness of what I have planned for you. Every battle you faced was a preparation for the victory that now lies before you. What once seemed like an insurmountable obstacle has now become the stepping stone to your greatest blessing. Today, I give you the assurance that everything you've been through has been part of the plan. Now you will see how every trial was an essential piece in the puzzle of your life. I have strengthened you, I have made you resilient, and you are ready to step into the fullness of what I have reserved for you. This is the moment you were prepared for. None of your tears has gone unnoticed. I have seen every one of them. Every moment of sadness, every feeling of despair was noticed by me. Don't think you were alone in your suffering, for I have been there, in every tear. I am the God who cares about even the smallest details, and every tear has been gathered as a precious treasure. I have counted each one, and today I tell you that those tears will not be in vain. Every tear you shed was like a seed planted in fertile ground. From those tears will spring forth a harvest of joy. What seemed like an irreparable loss, what seemed like endless pain, will be transformed into a testimony of my power and comfort. I am the God who turns weeping into dancing, and today I tell you that your tears are about to be turned into joy. Don't be ashamed of the tears you shed, for they have been part of the process of healing and restoration. Today I wipe away the tears, and I give you a promise of joy. What you've sown in tears, you will reap in joy. No tear has been unnoticed, no pain ignored. I have been with you through every moment, and now I reveal to you that the tears you've shed will be the water that nourishes the greatest blessing you've ever received. Sometimes, when you prayed, it seemed like there was no response. It seemed like your words were lost in the void, that there was no echo in heaven. But today I tell you that every prayer you offered, even the ones that seemed most silent, were heard. No prayer has been forgotten or ignored. I have heard each one of them, from the desperate cries to the faith-filled whispers. Your prayer did not fall on deaf ears, but it was gathered and attended to in my heavenly throne. What happens is that sometimes the silence you felt was not a lack of response, but my time of preparation. I always listen, but my response does not always come at the moment you expect. However, I never ignored your cry. The answers you've been waiting for are already on their way, and although you don't see them yet, heaven has been in motion for every word you've spoken. Don't give up on praying. Don't think that your prayers have been useless, for each one of them is bringing forth something great in your life. Today, I want you to know that your prayers have been heard, and the answers are closer than you imagine. No prayer is in vain, because I always listen, and I always act at the perfect moment. Your persistence in prayer is about to bear fruit, and the answers you've been waiting for are already on their way. Even if you don't see it, heaven is constantly moving in your favor. My angels have been sent to prepare the way and open the doors you need to walk through. What seemed stagnant, what seemed unmoving, is already being activated from heaven. I have not stopped working in your life, not for a single day, and now the heavens are acting in your favor in ways you can't yet imagine. I move the universe for those who trust in me. Every prayer, every step of faith has set in motion the heavenly power that is now releasing the miracles in your life. Heaven is not inactive. On the contrary, it is full of life, full of activity, and all that heavenly movement is converging toward you. The angels surround you, protecting you, guiding you, and preparing the ground for the manifestation of what I have promised you. The time for your miracle is closer than you think, because all of heaven is working in sync with my will for your life. Don't doubt anymore. Don't think that nothing is happening. Heaven is in motion, and soon you will see how every piece aligns for your good. I am the God who rules heaven and earth, and everything I have decreed for you will come to pass. Trust in the heavenly movement, for though you don't see it now, you will soon feel the impact of what heaven has been preparing for you. Long before you could imagine it, my angels have been working in your favor. They are the messengers and executors of my will, and they have been preparing the way that will lead you to receive your miracle. Every obstacle you've encountered, every situation that seemed closed, has been touched by divine intervention through my angels. They have gone ahead of you, removing stones, preparing paths, and releasing blessings that were waiting for the precise moment to manifest in your life. My angels have been in your life all along, protecting you in the darkest moments and guiding your steps when you didn't know where to go. They are tasked with ensuring that my plan is fulfilled in your life. The way to your miracle is already being paved, and although you cannot see them with your physical eyes, feel in your heart that the heavens have mobilized for you. The angels do not rest until what I have decreed is fully accomplished. Today I tell you that you do not walk alone, for my angels are with you, and the miracle you await is closer than ever. Trust in my heavenly power, for everything that happens in the invisible is about to manifest in the visible. My army of angels has been assigned to you, and nothing will be able to stop what they have been sent to fulfill. For a long time, you've felt like something has kept you imprisoned, tied to a situation, a habit, or a thought that won't let you move forward. Today I tell you that those chains that bound you will be broken. I am the God who breaks chains, who frees the captives, who brings liberty to the oppressed. No bond that has imprisoned you will be able to resist my power. I come to set you free, to break everything that has held you in slavery, because your destiny is not to live bound, but free in my love. Chains are not only physical. Sometimes they are invisible. They are doubts, fears, past mistakes that prevent you from moving forward into the future I have for you. But today, those chains will fall. You don't need to keep carrying the weight of what I've already come to set free. My hands are working, and right now, every bond that held you is being cut. What once held you back, what once made you feel powerless, will no longer have power over you. This is the time of liberation. Nothing and no one will be able to stop what I am doing in your life right now. The chains that have held you captive for so long are being broken in my presence. Rise, for you have been called to walk in freedom. What once oppressed you no longer has authority over you, for I have spoken, and my word brings freedom. There have been moments in your life when sorrow seemed permanent, as if joy could never return. However, today I tell you that joy will bloom again where once there was sorrow. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, who transforms ashes into beauty, and what was once a time of pain will be turned into a testimony of my restoration. Your heart will smile again, for the fountain of my joy will begin to spring up in the deepest places of your being. Sorrow is not eternal. Though it has been your companion in some moments, it does not have the power to define your future. What hurt you, what broke you, is being healed right now, and from that healing will spring a joy so great that it will surpass any sorrow you have experienced. I am restoring you, not just by taking away the pain, but by filling your life with a joy that will be incomparable. Where there was once weeping, there will soon be laughter, and what once saddened you will now be a cause for celebration. The spiritual spring is coming into your life. The flowers of joy are about to bloom in every corner that was once covered by sorrow. My joy is your strength, and very soon you will feel how that strength floods you, bringing new life, new hope, and a joy that cannot be taken away. This is the time for joy to bloom again in you. You've sought solutions, you've tried with your own strength, but what you are about to experience does not come from your efforts. It comes from the power that dwells in me. I am the Almighty God, and my power has no limits. What you couldn't achieve with your own strength will be done by my power in you. Today I tell you that the power that dwells in me will be manifested in your life in such a palpable way that everyone around you will see and know that it was my hand at work. The power I possess is not only for the heavens, it is a power that descends and transforms the earth. My power is active, alive, and it is available to you right now. What seemed impossible will be done, because nothing is impossible for me. I will uphold you with my mighty hand, and what once seemed out of reach will now be placed before you as a testimony of my power and my love for you. Let my power work in you. Do not depend on your own strength anymore, but trust in the power that is being poured out over your life right now. This power will not only transform your external situation, but will also begin within you, giving you the strength, courage, and vision to walk in the fullness of what I have prepared for you. This is the time when my power will be manifested in every area of your life. Everything you've been through, every trial, every struggle, has been preparing a testimony that will glorify my name. Your life will be a testimony of my glory, of how, in the midst of adversity, I worked a miracle that only I could do. Your story will not be one of defeat, but a story of victory, where everyone will see my hand working in every detail. The glory of my presence will shine in your life, and those around you will know that I am the God who fulfills his promises. You will not only be a spectator of my work, you will be the protagonist of a miracle that will be told for generations. What once seemed like a time of defeat will be the starting point for the greatest testimony of my power. Your life, transformed by my grace, will be a beacon for those still in the darkness, and many will find hope in seeing what I have done for you. I am the God who uses the weak to confound the strong, and from your situation will spring a story that will be told by many. Don't fear the future. because what is coming is filled with my glory. Your life will be the reflection of my work, and everything you've lived through will be used for my glory. Rise with confidence, because what I am doing in you will not only bless you, but will be a living testimony for all who surround you. You have often felt limited by the mistakes, failures, and decisions you made in the past. However, today I tell you that your past does not determine your future. I am the God who makes all things new, and what you've lived through so far does not have the power to stop the plan I have for you. My grace is greater than your past, and your future is filled with hope, full of new opportunities that I have specifically prepared for you. Don't let the past chain you, for I have broken those chains. What happened in the past has been forgiven, covered by my love, and now it's time to look forward. Your future is filled with my light, and no shadow from the past can dim it when I am with you. Every mistake, every fall, has been used to shape you, but it does not have the power to define who you are or where I am taking you. Today, I free you from the weight of your past. It doesn't matter what you've done. I give you a new beginning. My mercy is new every morning, and your future is secure in my hands. Walk with the certainty that the best is yet to come, because your story is not over. The most glorious chapter is about to begin. Much of what you've been waiting for is tied to one action: forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the blessing I have reserved for you. Many times you've carried the weight of resentment, of wounds others have caused, or even of the mistakes you've made. Today I invite you to release those burdens, because when you forgive, you not only free others, but also yourself. Forgiveness opens doors that have been closed and allows my blessing to flow freely in your life. I have forgiven you, and just as I have shown you grace, I call you to do the same for others. Resentment blocks the blessing, but forgiveness releases it. It's not easy, I know, but my grace gives you the strength to forgive. Don't let the wounds of the past continue blocking the glorious future I have for you. Forgive and be free to receive everything I have prepared. When you choose to forgive, you open the gates of heaven over your life. What seemed stuck, what seemed blocked, will begin to flow again. Forgiveness is the key, and when you use it, you free yourself to receive the fullness of my favor. Forgive, and you will see how the blessing you've been waiting for begins to manifest in your life. I am the God who heals the brokenhearted, and today I tell you that the wounds you carried will be healed. You've carried deep scars in your heart, marks of pain and betrayal, wounds you thought would never heal. But today I come to heal you completely. I am the balm for your wounds, and my restoring love is flowing over you right now, bringing healing to every corner of your soul that has been hurt. There is no wound too deep that my love cannot reach. What seemed incurable, what you thought you could never overcome, is being touched by my healing hand today. Feel how my peace begins to fill the spaces where there once was pain. I restore what was broken, and not only do I make it new, but I make it better than it was before. My healing is complete, leaving no remnants of pain or bitterness. Today I tell you that you will be completely healed. Every wound in your heart, every pain from the past, is being removed. Trust in my healing power, for I make all things new. Soon you will look back and see how those wounds have been transformed into scars that tell the story of my healing power in your life. You felt your strength running out, your spirit growing weary from the battle. But today I tell you that my presence is renewing your strength. I am the God who strengthens the weary, who gives new wings to those who have lost their breath. Come into my presence and you will be renewed. What once seemed impossible will now be possible, because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Don't depend on your own strength anymore, for in me you will find everything you need to continue. When you enter my presence, everything changes. My peace floods your being, and what once seemed insurmountable will now be seen with new eyes. My power covers you, and what once weighed you down will no longer have the same weight upon you. I renew you, like the eagles renewing their feathers, and I give you new strength to keep moving forward. My presence is your refuge, and when you come to me, You find in my arms the rest your soul longed for. Today, allow my presence to renew your spirit. Don't keep carrying the weight of your struggles alone. I am here to strengthen you, to lift you up. Your strength will be renewed, and you will be able to face what comes with new vitality. Trust in my power, for in my presence, everything is renewed. There were moments when you felt alone, when you thought that I had abandoned you. But today I tell you that I have been walking with you all along, even when you didn't feel me near. I have never left you, not for a single moment. When your strength was failing, I was holding you up. When you thought you were walking alone, I was carrying your burdens. My presence has never abandoned you, and though you may not always feel it, I am always with you. Sometimes the noise of your circumstances drowns out the gentle whisper of my presence. But even in those moments, I was there. My arms were always open, and my love always flowed toward you, even when you couldn't perceive it. Today I invite you to remember that there is no place you can be where I am not with you. I am your constant companion, your faithful friend, and I will never leave you. Lift your eyes, for I am with you in every step. Do not fear anymore or feel abandoned, for my presence is permanent in your life. I have walked with you in the valleys, and I will continue walking with you on the mountains. I am the God who never leaves you, and my promise is to be with you always, until the end of time. Sometimes you think the miracle you're waiting for is only something external, something visible and tangible. But today I reveal to you that the miracle I am working in your life is not only external, but also internal. I am transforming your heart, your mind, and your spirit so that you can receive everything I have prepared for you. The greatest miracle is not what happens around you, but what is happening within you. I am doing a deep work within your being, healing hidden wounds, renewing your mind, and strengthening your spirit. The change you're waiting for begins in the depths of your being. As I work in your heart, you will also begin to see changes in your surroundings. First, I transform the inside, because that's where true renewal is born. Your external miracle will be the reflection of what I have already begun to do within you. What once seemed impossible to change within you is being transformed by my power. I am the God who renews from the inside out, and soon you will see how that internal change begins to reflect in everything around you. Today I invite you to allow me to work in the depths of your being. Let my power transform you from within, because when your heart and mind are renewed, everything else will also begin to change. The complete miracle is an internal transformation that gives way to the external manifestation of my glory in your life. Within you, something new is happening. I am transforming your heart, molding it to receive all that I have prepared for you. The transformation I am doing is deep and complete. It's not just a superficial change, it's a total renewal of your being. I am removing the wounds, the fears, and the doubts, and in their place, I am planting seeds of faith, love, and hope. Your heart is being made new, and soon, you will see how that transformation affects every area of your life. The transformation of the heart is the greatest of miracles. I am shaping your heart into my image, giving you a heart that beats with the rhythm of my love and purpose. Your heart is being purified of everything that held you back, and now it is a heart full of my presence, a heart that will be able to carry out the great things I have destined for you. Trust the process, because every part of your being is being transformed by my power. Today I tell you to let the transformation continue. Don't resist my hand. Let my love and grace mold your heart for what is to come. A renewed heart is the place where the greatest miracles are born, and that's what I am doing in you right now. Your heart is being transformed to receive the fullness of my plan. There have been moments when you thought hope had faded. The circumstances made you believe that there was no longer a reason to hope, that the dream you longed for would never come true. But today, I tell you that the hope that seemed lost is being restored. I am the God who restores what was broken, and I am bringing back into your life a renewed hope, a renewed faith that my promise will be fulfilled. What you thought was lost is being returned. I am breathing new life into your hope. The promises I made to you remain firm, and though the waiting time has been long, Nothing I promised you has been forgotten. Today I give you the certainty that it is not too late. The hope that seemed to have faded is being restored at this moment, because I am working in your life in a way that you still cannot see. Hope is the anchor of the soul, and today I give you a new hope. Do not give up, because what seemed lost is being restored by my hand. The best is yet to come, and the hope that is being reborn in your heart will be the beacon that guides you to the fulfillment of all my promises. Today I tell you that I am the God of new beginnings. No matter how far you've come or how dark the road has been, there is always a new beginning in me. I give you a new opportunity, a new day, a new time to start over. What seemed lost can be restored. What you thought had no solution will now be renewed. I am the God who makes all things new, and today I give you a new beginning. This is the time to forget what is behind. Rise and move forward, for I am opening a new chapter in your life. The old things have passed, and behold, everything is made new. Do not look back. New beginnings require you to set your eyes ahead, trusting that I am working something wonderful in you and through you. Today I invite you to embrace this new beginning with all your heart. Leave the past behind and step into the glorious future I have prepared for you. This is the time of new beginnings, and I am walking with you in every step of this new journey. From the beginning, I made promises to you, promises of blessing, restoration, and abundant life. Those promises have not been forgotten. Although time has passed and you have sometimes doubted whether they would be fulfilled, today I tell you that the promises I made for you are about to be fulfilled. I am faithful to my word, and everything I promised you in secret will be manifested in public. The promises you have held in your heart are being activated by my power right now. Every promise I made to you is sealed with my eternal love. There is no power in heaven or on earth that can prevent my promises from being fulfilled. What I said will come to pass, because my word does not return to me void. What has seemed like a delay is only the preparation for the glorious fulfillment of everything I promised you. Trust that I am the God who always keeps his promises. This is the time to see with your own eyes the fulfillment of what you've waited for. My promises are like the dawn. They always come, and when they do, they bring new light and new life. Rise, for the promises I made for you are about to be fulfilled. Every time you took a step of faith, even when you didn't know exactly where it would lead you, you released the supernatural in your life. I honor faith, and every act of believing in me, of trusting my promises, has set in motion the blessings I have prepared for you. Your faith has not been in vain, for now the spiritual realm is responding to every step you've taken. The miracle you've been waiting for is being released in response to your faith. Faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, and today I tell you that what you couldn't see is being brought to light. Your steps of faith have been the key that opened the door to the supernatural. I have been working behind the scenes, and now you will see the fruit of your faith manifest in ways that will surprise you. Trust that every step of faith you've taken has been rewarded. Today is the day when the supernatural begins to flow freely in your life. What seemed impossible will now be possible. Your faith has not been in vain, because every step you've taken has released a heavenly movement that will change everything around you. This is the time to walk in the supernatural. Many times, you've wanted things to happen in your own time, under your own terms. But today I tell you that my timing is perfect. I have prepared an exact time for everything. And although sometimes it may seem like you've waited too long, I never arrive late. Trust in the perfect timing I have prepared for you, because my plans are always for your good. Every moment of waiting has had a purpose, and that purpose is to perfect you, prepare you, and ensure that what I have reserved for you is received at the right time. I see what you cannot see. I see beyond your current circumstances, and I know exactly when the right moment is for every blessing to arrive in your life. Don't be afraid that time is passing, for my time is not like man's time. I know what I'm doing, and every second that has passed has been necessary for the plan I have for you to be fully realized. Today I invite you to rest in my perfect timing. Do not rush things, for when everything happens in my time, it will be more beautiful and more complete than you could have imagined. Trust in my wisdom, because I know when and how to fulfill what I have promised you. The time for the blessing is closer than you think. There have been moments when you thought that my silence meant I was not with you. But today I tell you that my silence is not absence. It is preparation. I was preparing the ground so that the promises I made to you could manifest in their fullness. The silence has been part of the process, part of the maturing of the blessings that are about to come into your life. Do not confuse my silence with indifference, because I have never stopped being by your side. In the times of silence, I have been working behind the scenes, moving pieces, aligning circumstances, preparing your heart for what is to come. My silence is my way of assuring you that everything is under control. Don't despair in the moments when you don't hear my voice audibly, for even in the silence, my presence is with you. I am with you at all times, and what seemed like a pause was actually the preparation for the breakthrough. Today, I invite you to trust that the silence has been part of the plan. I have not been inactive. I have been preparing everything for the fulfillment of what I promised you. Soon you will see how the time of silence gives way to a time of great manifestation of my power in your life. Every time you've bowed in prayer, every word you've spoken has been like incense rising to my throne. No prayer has been ignored. Each one of them has reached my ears and has been received with love. I value your prayer, even when it seemed like it didn't have the strength you hoped for. Your prayer is powerful, and every time you cry out to me, heaven moves in response. Your prayers have been gathered like incense, and they are constantly before me. Today, I want you to know that no prayer has been in vain. I hear every whisper, every cry, every tear that accompanied your words. Do not tire of praying, for each prayer is another step toward the fulfillment of the promises I have given you. Your prayer is not just a request, it is an offering, and that offering is always before me. I am the God who answers prayers. Trust in the power of your prayers, because they are being heard and they are bringing to reality what you've asked for. Don't stop praying, because every word has been like incense rising to my throne, and the answer is already on its way. What you've been waiting for, praying for, and believing for is about to manifest. But I want you to know that the miracle I've prepared for you will not be just what you expected. It will be much bigger, more glorious and more surprising than you could ever imagine. I am the God who does much more than we ask or think, and what I've prepared for you goes beyond your expectations. Do not underestimate my power, because what is coming will exceed your greatest dreams. I am not a God of small blessings. My plans for you always exceed what you thought possible. What you will receive will be so great that it will not only bless your life, but will overflow to those around you. I will do more than you expected, and my glory will be seen in every detail. Your miracle will be a demonstration of my abundance and my boundless love. Get ready, because what is coming is not just the answer to your prayers, it is a glorious manifestation of my power. I will do more than you expected, and when you see it, you will know that only I could have done it. Trust that what is coming is much greater than you imagined. For a long time, you felt like you urgently needed something, provision, an answer that seemed to take too long. Today I tell you that provision is arriving at the exact time. I never arrive late. I never fail my word. And although at times you felt that the wait has been long, everything you need will arrive at the perfect moment. I am your provider, and nothing will be lacking, because I care for you. My provision is abundant, and it will never run out in your life. Do not worry anymore about what you need, because everything is under my control. I am sending the provision right now, and although you don't see it yet, it will soon manifest. My provision not only meets your needs but goes beyond, bringing abundance to every area of your life. Trust that I am the God who provides, and that what you've been waiting for is already on its way. Today I want your heart to rest in the certainty that nothing will be lacking. My provision never arrives late, and when it arrives, it will be exactly what you needed, at the time when you needed it most. Trust in me, for I am your provider, and my provision is arriving in your life right now. Throughout this season, you've felt like you're crossing a desert, dry, lifeless, without direction. But today, I tell you that the desert you are crossing will become a garden. I am the God who transforms deserts into springs, who makes bloom what seemed dry and impossible. What seemed barren and hopeless will be the place where you will see the greatest flourishing of your life. I make water flow in the driest places, and just as I will make your life flourish in the midst of what seemed impossible. The desert is only a season, not your final destination. Don't think that the place of dryness will be permanent, for I am already making new life spring forth. Soon you will see how the flowers begin to bloom in the place that once only brought you anguish. I am the God who brings life to dead places, and your desert will turn into a lush garden, and you will see my glory manifest in the most unexpected places in your life. Do not fear the desert anymore, because I have been with you all along, and I am preparing a transformation that will surprise you. What was once barren will become a flourishing garden, and you will see my glory manifest in every area of your life. What I am doing in your life will not be a secret. It will be visible to all. People will see my hand working over you, and they will know that I am the God who performs miracles. You will not be able to hide what I will do, because my work will be so great, so evident, that everyone around you will be witnesses of my power. I will glorify my name through your life, and those who doubted, who didn't believe, will see with their own eyes what I can do. Your life will be a public testimony of my grace, of my favor, and of my supernatural power. People will see how I transformed your situation, how what seemed impossible became possible. Many will come to me by seeing what I have done in you, because your life will be a living proof of my love. I will make sure that everyone around you sees my work, and no one will be able to deny that I am with you. Today I invite you to prepare, because what I will do in your life will not be hidden, but a public display of my power. My hand is upon you, and everyone will see it. I will glorify my name through you, and many will be witnesses of my power and my glory in your life. Throughout this process, you've held on to your faith, even when the circumstances seemed contrary. Today I tell you that your faith will not be put to shame. I am the God who rewards those who believe in me, and your faith will be vindicated. What you've believed, what you've declared, what you've waited for, will not go unanswered. Your faith will be rewarded with the manifestation of what you've longed for, and there will be no place for shame, for I honor those who trust in me. Your faith has been your anchor, and now you will see how that faith is rewarded in an extraordinary way. You have not believed in vain. Every step of faith has brought you closer to the fulfillment of my promises. Your faith will not be disappointed, for I am faithful, and I will fulfill everything I have promised you. Do not fear anymore, for the reward for your faith is already on its way. Today, I encourage you to keep believing, for your faith will not be put to shame. I am the God who fulfills, and everything you have believed will be seen with your own eyes. Your faith will be the testimony of my faithfulness, and there will be no place for shame, for I am working in your favor. Throughout your life, you've heard my promises, you've read my word, and you've trusted that I am faithful. Today I reaffirm to you that I am faithful to my word and my promises. There is not a single word I have spoken that will not be fulfilled. I am the God who watches over his word to perform it, and everything I promised you will come to pass at its perfect time. My faithfulness is unshakable, and no circumstance can change what I have established for your life. My word is eternal, and my promises are secure. I do not fail to keep my word, because my nature is to be faithful. Trust that everything I have promised you, I will fulfill, for I am the God who keeps his promises. Nothing I've told you will fall into oblivion, and although the waiting time has been long, my faithfulness remains constant. Today I invite you to rest in my faithfulness. Do not doubt anymore, because everything I have promised you will be fulfilled. I am faithful to my word, faithful to my love for you, and faithful to every promise I have made. Your future is secure in my hands, and my word is your guarantee. You have held on to hope, even in the most difficult moments, when everything seemed lost. Today I tell you that your hope was not in vain. I have seen every moment when you chose to wait on me, and that hope will be rewarded. I am the God who fulfills what he promises, and I will not let your hope be disappointed. What you have waited for with so much longing is about to manifest, and soon you will see how every moment of waiting was worth it. Hope has been the anchor that sustained you, and now you will see the manifestation of what you've waited for. I do not ignore the hope you have held, and my response will be greater than you expected. Your hope was like a seed planted in the ground, and now it is time for the harvest. Your hope was not in vain, for I honor those who wait on me. Today I tell you that the reward for your hope is closer than you think. What you waited for in faith, what you kept in your heart, will soon be visible. Your hope was not in vain, and my hand will move gloriously to fulfill what you longed for. You feel in the air that something is changing, that something new is coming. Today I confirm to you that the winds of change are already blowing over you. I am the God who brings new seasons, and the season you've been in is coming to an end. A new time of blessing, restoration, and advancement is beginning. The winds of my spirit are blowing over your life, bringing new opportunities, opening new doors, and closing cycles of pain and frustration. The change you've been waiting for is here. I am making all things new, and soon you will see how everything begins to move in your favor. The winds of my power are blowing, and what once seemed stagnant will now begin to flow freely. Do not fear change, for I am guiding every step. This change is part of my plan, and it will take you to a place of greater blessing and purpose. Today, I invite you to open your heart to the winds of change that are already here. Do not resist the movement of my spirit, for this is the time to move forward, to leave behind the old and embrace the new. The winds of change are blowing, and they will take you to places you never imagined. I am the God who blesses, and my blessings are not temporary, they are permanent. They will follow you every day of your life, from sunrise to sunset. My favor will surround you like a shield, and wherever you go, you will see my hand working in your favor. There is no place where my blessing will not follow you, for I am faithful to those who trust in me. My blessings are greater than you can imagine, and each day will be filled with my favor and my grace. Today I tell you that you will not walk alone. My blessings will follow you like a shadow, and there will not be a single day where you don't see my hand at work in your life. I am the God who provides, who protects, who guides. My blessings will not stop, and what I have for you will be abundant, not only for you, but also for those around you. Every day you live will be a demonstration of my favor. Trust that my blessings will follow you every day, and that nothing will be lacking, for I am your provider, your protector, and your faithful guide. Walk with the certainty that my blessing is upon you now and always. Every prayer you offered, every cry you lifted, was a seed planted. Today, I tell you that this is the time to reap the harvest of your prayers. The seeds you planted with tears and faith are about to bear fruit, and the harvest will be abundant. I am the God who hears prayers, and none of them have been forgotten. Every prayer has been gathered, and now it is time to see the fruit of what you sowed in faith. Do not think that your prayers were in vain. Each one of them is bringing into existence what you longed for. This is the time of the harvest. The answers you've been waiting for are coming, and the time of waiting is giving way to the time of manifestation. I am the God who rewards prayer, and soon you will see how every word you spoke turns into a tangible blessing in your life. Today, I invite you to prepare for the harvest. What you waited for, what you prayed for, is coming to you now. This is the time for answers, the time for the harvest, and the abundance of my favor will be evident in every area of your life. Everything that had held you back, everything that had bound you, is being broken right now. I am the God who breaks chains, and the bonds that held you captive no longer have power over you. The chains that bound you are being broken, because my power has come to set you free. You will no longer live in bondage, because I have called you to freedom. and to walk in the fullness of my grace and power. The bonds of fear, failure, hopelessness will no longer hold you back. I have broken each one of them, and now you are free to move forward into the destiny I have for you. Do not look back, for the chains of the past have been destroyed. My power is upon you, and nothing will be able to stop what I have begun in your life. Today, I invite you to walk in the freedom I have given you. The chains have been broken, and now you are free to receive everything I have prepared for you. There are no more barriers, no more limitations, because my power has broken all the bonds that held you back. Today I tell you that my peace will flood your heart. No more anxiety, no more fear, for my peace that surpasses all understanding will fill every corner of your being. I am the God of peace, and my peace does not depend on circumstances. Even if the world around you is in chaos, my peace will be your refuge. My peace will sustain you, give you clarity, give you rest. There is no storm that can extinguish the peace I give you. My peace is a gift to you. You don't need to do anything to earn it, just receive it. Today I pour upon you a peace that calms the storms, a peace that brings comfort and security. Where there was once confusion, there will now be calm and serenity. I am your peace, and my presence in your life is the anchor that will keep your heart at rest. Today I invite you to receive my peace. Let it flood your heart, calm your thoughts, and give you rest in every area of your life. My peace is sufficient for you, and my peace will be with you every day of your life. You have faced situations that seemed impossible to resolve. Today I tell you that what was impossible for you, I will make possible. I am the God of the impossible, and there is nothing that is beyond my control. What you thought had no solution, what seemed like an insurmountable mountain, I will make possible in your life. There are no limits to my power, and what you couldn't do with your own strength, I will do for you. Trust in me, because nothing is too difficult for me. I make a way where there is none. I solve what seemed unsolvable, and what was impossible before your eyes will now be done by my hand. Do not doubt anymore, for my power is working in your life right now, bringing solutions you hadn't even imagined. Today I invite you to let me do the impossible for you. Trust in my power, for what was impossible for you, for me is possible, and soon you will see how what you've longed for begins to happen. You've seen how some areas of your life were broken, how relationships, dreams, and hopes seem to have shattered beyond repair. Today I tell you that what was broken is being restored. I am the God who restores what time, circumstances, or people have broken. I am the God who makes all things new, and what was once broken in your life will now be restored by my power. Do not think it's too late for restoration, for nothing is impossible for me. What was once broken will be healed, and what seemed lost will be recovered. I am bringing a complete restoration, not just a superficial one, but a deep healing that will renew every part of your life. What was broken will be restored with a beauty and glory greater than before. Today, I invite you to believe in my restoring power. What was broken will no longer be broken, for my hand is working in every area of your life, bringing restoration, healing, and renewal. You've seen many fall in the same challenges you face. You've observed how others haven't been able to overcome the trials you are also confronting. But today I tell you that I will raise you where many have fallen. I am the God who upholds you, who gives you strength when all others give up. You will not be defeated, for I will raise you with my mighty hand and bring you to victory in the places where others have failed. Do not fear the challenges that surround you, for I am with you. I will lift you with strength and make you walk in victory in areas where others could not move forward. My grace will empower you to do what seems impossible, and you will be a witness of how I raise you, even in the midst of adversity. Today I invite you to trust in my strength, for I will raise you and take you to places you never imagined. You will not fall, for my hand is upon you, and I will raise you where many have fallen. Fear has tried to steal your peace and confidence many times. Today I tell you, do not fear, for I am with you today and always. I am your refuge, your strength, your protector. There is no reason to fear when my presence is with you. I will keep you at all times. I will protect you from all harm, and I will never leave you alone. My promise to be with you is eternal, and I will never abandon you. Fear has no power over you when my hand is upon your life. I am your shield, and nothing will harm you. My presence is your greatest protection, and wherever you go, I will be with you. Do not fear anymore, for I am the God who cares for you, and my love surrounds you like a wall of protection. Today I invite you to leave fear behind and walk with the confidence that I am with you today, tomorrow, and always. There is no place where my love won't reach you, and you will never be alone, for my presence is with you at all times. The miracle I am preparing for you will not be just for your benefit. It will be a testimony that everyone will see. What I will do in your life will be so great that many will marvel, and they will see my glory through you. It is not just a personal blessing, but a public manifestation of my power that will bring hope and faith to others. I will make your life a beacon, a light that guides others toward my love and power. Your miracle will be seen by many. What I will do in you will not be hidden, for it will be a demonstration of my greatness and faithfulness. People will see what I have done in you, and their hearts will turn to me. I use miracles not only to bless, but to draw many to my love. Your life will be a living testimony of my power, and many will find hope when they see what I have done for you. Today, I invite you to prepare for a miracle that will transcend your personal life. It will not be just for you. It will be for all to see, and through you, many will be witnesses of my power and my love. I am the God who makes all things new, and today I tell you that I am doing something new in your life. No matter what happened before, no matter how much you have suffered, I am bringing a new season, a new life, a new hope. Everything old is passing away, and what is new is emerging with strength in every area of your life. I renew what was worn out, and I bring life to what seemed dead. My power not only restores, but it creates something completely new. Your past will not determine your future, because I am making all things new. This is a time of rebirth, of complete renewal, where everything that seemed impossible will now be possible. Do not hold on to the old, for what I am doing will be much better. Today I invite you to open your heart to the newness I am bringing. Leave the past behind, and receive the new life, new hope, and new opportunities I have for you. I make all things new, and what I am doing in you will be greater and more glorious than you ever imagined. The victory you've been waiting for is closer than you think. You have fought, you have persevered, and now is the time for victory. I am the God who gives victory to his children, and today I tell you that the victory you've been waiting for is near. It will not delay, because my hand is moving in your favor. Every battle you faced, every moment when you thought you couldn't go on, was part of the path to this victory that is about to manifest. Victory is not only over your enemies, but over everything that has held you back, everything that has prevented you from moving forward. I am taking you to a place of triumph, a place where you will see how my power gives you victory in every area of your life. Victory is not far off. It is just around the corner, and soon you will experience it in all its fullness. Today, I invite you to lift your eyes, because the victory you've been waiting for is about to arrive. Do not faint now, for the victory is assured, and soon you will see it manifest gloriously in your life. It is time to celebrate. What you've been waiting for, what you've been praying for, what you've been believing for, is about to manifest. I am the God of miracles, and what is coming will be a miracle so great that it will leave you speechless. Do not wait to see it to start celebrating. Begin to celebrate now, for I am already at work. My hand is moving, and everything I promised you is about to manifest. Celebration is not only for the end, but for the beginning of what is to come. I am faithful, and my power will bring into existence every promise I made to you. What is coming is so great, so wonderful, that it will be worth every moment of waiting. Celebrate now, because the miracle you've been waiting for is already on its way. Today I invite you to celebrate in faith. Even if you don't yet see the complete miracle, it is already happening. Celebrate what is coming, for I am the God of miracles, and my work in your life will be a glorious manifestation of my love and my power. The miracle you've been waiting for has arrived. It is not something distant. It is not something yet to come. It is already here. Everything you've prayed for, everything you've believed for, everything you've waited for patiently has manifested in your life. Today is the day of your miracle. Today is the day when you see all my promises fulfilled. Nothing I promised you has failed, and now your eyes will see it. The waiting time is over, and now it is time to walk in the fullness of what I have done for you. The miracle is here, present, tangible, and soon you will see how every detail of my promise manifests in your life. Do not doubt anymore, because what you've been waiting for has already arrived. Rise and receive the miracle you've longed for, because this is the time to see the glory of my work in your life. Today, I invite you to celebrate the arrival of your miracle. Don't wait any longer, because what you've longed for is already here. This is the day I made for you, and in it, you will see my glory as never before. The miracle you were waiting for has arrived.